So he's about to approach my area, so what I'm going to do now is give them the additional fire on there so that we can get some good effect against those when they come over. That's this chasseur et cheval. Now what I'm having to do is watch two lots of cavalry at the same time attacking in a position where they can take out my artillery, which is very much at risk. So it is a real danger, you know, and it's something that's a bit unfair really. I should only have to manage really one side of the battlefield, but let's go and have a look over at the other side of the battlefield now, see what's happening over here. Yep, he's got these troops in here. Now these cuirassiers appear to be firing, aren't they? No, they're not. They seem to be wading slowly through the river at the moment, but anyhow, I think they're going to struggle very badly, those. Right, let's get some artillery across here. I'm sure that's what he's going to be wanting to go for. 27 there. It looks like those are routing over that side there, so that's good, isn't it? Over the other side. We seem to have sorted those out. Now these, he was hoping to catch me out, wasn't he, there, by having simultaneous cavalry attacks on both flanks. But I think we've got the better of him. Let me just put them on combat as well. Now he's probably going for the guns, isn't he, which are there at the moment. So all we're going to do is hit him with both lots of cavalry. We're going to have to, because what we don't want is for him to be taking out the guns. His morale's low. That's what that red bar is there. So if we hit him now, I think we ought to be able to take him out. Okay, now let's straighten up this. Something else is happening on the bottom here. Can you see it on that top right map there? Something else is happening down at the bottom end. So he's really making me work both sides. There's no way I could do this, I'm afraid. Other people can. I can't do this without pausing these battle maps. Can't do it. So let's get those across there. Get the artillery in position across here, and then we'll chase his artillery. I don't care if I have to chase him all the way. We're going to chase him, those cuirassiers, which we probably will do, chase him all the way. Let's have a look what's happening over here now. Where's he gone? There was a red unit over here. There it is. It's disappeared off my literally almost radar up at the top there. And you've got 81 out of 90 Lightfoot chasseurs. Now with those troops, what he's going to be doing is firing from a distance, of course. So, right, okay, we're still on our barrage fire, which means that we get quicker fire. Now, ooh, looks like he's charging them in over here, doesn't it? I thought they were light troops. It's really surprising, isn't it, that he would charge light troops in like that. He's so confident. He's got two chevrons, of course, on there, hasn't he? So, he's obviously very confident. Right, well, we're about to go into combat with him. No, we're not. We've managed to avoid it, so that's good, isn't it? Okay, so we've now wiped out what looks like his cuirassiers. We've wiped out his chasseurs, his foot chasseurs. And so far, I think, we've taken very few, if any, casualties at all. It looks like the cuirassiers, looking on the top map again now, it looks like those cuirassiers have been caught by my cavalry. Let's just pull that back a little bit so I can have a look at them. Oh, can't look at them because of the trees. But anyway, it looks like he's lost his standard on there now, his colours, which means that yeah, they're probably around there somewhere. I've worked out, by the way, that that when a unit loses its flag, it won't reappear on the battlefield. So that's a completely wiped out unit now, completely destroyed. Does mean by having them there, though, I'm a bit exposed, my cavalry a bit exposed, I should say, to his artillery. So I am going to bring my horse back over here. The intention will be to run round this side and take out his artillery if he commits his troops any more than he is doing at the moment. Right, okay, well, so far so good by the look of it. I'm worried most about, as I said before, about troops over here firing into my flank, so I do need to be careful of that. I've got 61 out of 84 of those. Notice, by the way, that the Russian Jaegers don't have the advantage of the stakes either, which other nations do have. Another grumble about the disadvantages that we have as the Russians. Right, okay, so far though, seem to be going okay. He's hitting us with his artillery, as well he might. He's got an advantage with his artillery. He can fire over his own troops, so his artillery are safe. Right. Now he's starting to mobilise. So we'll look at these troops on the move. Good French columns. Excellent stuff. And I've just realised I haven't put the sound on. So let's get the sound on now. Okay, I've turned the sound up a little bit more than I normally do. Ever such a little bit. I can barely hear it, so I hope it's not going to disturb you too much in terms of, you know, still being able to listen to what I say, provided you want to listen to what I say. What have we got here? Oh, that just means I've selected that unit, so we're okay there. I thought maybe I had, because it was a flashing unit, I thought maybe I had a retreating unit there. Now, he seems to be leaving all of this artillery completely exposed, doesn't he? Artillery, artillery, artillery. So what I'm going to do is take this horse of mine over here and take out that artillery. Main reason is not so much to take the artillery, but to put him in a position where he feels as though he has to come back and can't commit his entire force. So let's have them over here somewhere. I'll attack this artillery first. I'm hoping by attacking them, like I said, that he will then bring some of his men back. Let me just check over here what's happening as well, to make sure that all's well in terms of any flanking fire coming from any light troops across the river. The other thing I do have to watch out for, of course, is invisible troops. He could have troops hidden around here as well, so I need to be careful of that. He could have, say, some light infantry or something around here. I'm hoping, though, as I approach, that I'll be able to see them on the radar map above. There are no guarantees about that, though, I'm afraid. Let's see. Remember, this is only one army of about 8 that he's got against my, what, 4? I'd have to destroy 4 armies like this, one after another, after another. Can't really see it happening personally, but you never know. What have we got here? You see, we don't seem to have picked up any extra chevrons along here. Everything still seems to be on 2, or some on 1. So I can't see anything else up here. Let's just have a quick look at that unit there, just to see. No, we seem to have contacted that unit without anything else coming to its rescue. So it does seem, doesn't it, as though he doesn't have any hidden troops over there, anything to help his artillery at all. Which means that I'm going to consider, once they're completely gone, yes, they're gone, going for the next lot. Might be worth risking going for these, 'cause if nothing else, I will then be at the rear of his army. So I send those in there, and I'll send these actually into this one, so they're going into separate ones. He's got some troops over here. What's he got there? He's got his general staff there. So you never know, if we're strong enough, we might even be able to go in against the general staff, mightn't we? But you never know. Let's see what we can do here anyway. So we've got the light troops on here should be able to give some fire there now. I'm hoping they are doing. They're under missile attack. I don't know if they're actually firing it. No, they can't fire at anything yet, can they? But oh, it's these. These are the ones that I'm most concerned about. These aren't under missile attack. These have taken a lot of hits. Look at that. 86 down from 120. Now, who on earth has been firing at those when they've been shielded by the light troops as well at the same time? That's pretty much a disaster, isn't it, really, that? But, anyway, let's move these round a little bit, see if we can get a more effective fire against these here. In fact, it might even be worth risking putting them right across the front of there and getting a shot in, but no, never mind, too late now. So now I'm hoping these grenadiers are going to be within range to be able to not only fire their muskets, I'm really hoping that they're going to be able to fire with the grenades as well. I wonder what that cavalry are doing up here. I don't know if his general has become involved or something. Something's become involved. No, nothing's become involved there. All seems to be well. His general is down here. What's that there? Artillery. There's his general, I think. General staff. Running, not in combat. Yes, he seems to be going into combat now. So what I'll do is I'll take these out of the way. Or is it worth taking them in against that general? Might well be worth doing that, you know, actually. There's artillery there is down. It's got no guns left, obviously, because his men have rejected the guns. Could be worth going for the general now. I think I will, yes. We'll send our horse in against the general. I know they're a little tired at the moment. In fact, it doesn't even look like he's going for them, does it? But let's look over at the bridge now and see what we're doing.